Yeah, so we're going to take a look at Brock's October 18th, 2014 evaluation. Here you're going to see him running full speed, followed by half speed or 50% speed. And even though he's only had 3 or 4 sessions with us, he's already made a bunch of changes that we've asked him to make, which is a great thing. And one of those changes was his upper body, getting his arms in an L shape, and he's doing that and has done that. However, still has some things to work on. He's a little bit tense and tight in the upper body, kind of straining, and that's causing his arms to fall out across his chest, as you'll see there, indicated by the red line. Well, when that arm falls out across the chest, it brings the shoulder with it, and then it usually turns the whole upper body, which you can see the line coming from his chest pointing out. And that should be pointing straight down the line towards the camera. So that's one of the things that we need to work on, is getting him to relax those shoulders, relax those arms, getting him in a better position, and that's going to help increase that speed quite a bit, actually. So very important for us to work on that. Alright, we're going to take him forward a little bit more here. And we're going to take a look at his alignment and his knee drive at about 7 yards here. And you see his alignment is actually perfect. So alignment wise, he's great here. The knee drive is very important. So basically every step you take, you're covering X amount of ground. And if we can get his knee up higher to cover a bigger stride and cover a bigger amount of ground, he's going to be quicker. So that's why people with longer legs tend to be quicker once they get rolling. So we need to teach him how to use his height to his advantage and drive that knee up and then extend out without overstriding. That's the one thing we want to not do is overstride. So continuing further a little bit more, we're going to stop him, I think about 13 to 14 yards, somewhere in there. Here we go, 14 yards. And you'll see here how this is probably his worst problem. You see how his foot is flailing out to the left? That's causing extreme pressure on the knee, hip, and ankle area. And that's one thing we want to definitely get him away from. That can be an injury waiting to happen. An overuse injury is what they usually end up calling it. But you can see the correct line and then his line. And it's going to be important for us to get his legs all in alignment. So we're probably going to have to do a lot of slow motion drills with him to kind of over exaggerate the correct motion so that his body understands what position he should be in when running. Going forward a little bit more, we're going to stop it here, and he has a tendency to strike on his heels sometimes. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, but this is a very slow move that we don't want this to happen at all. So it's going to be key for us as well going forward is to make sure his foot is hitting the right contact patch and then flipping down and driving that turf back, and that's going to help him out quite a bit with his speed. So again, slow motion drills here will probably help him understand where his body should be and how it should be at what point, etc. Vertical leap. He scored a 12-inch here on his vertical leap. Now, why this is important is anybody who usually can jump high or jump far usually is a very explosive athlete, meaning that they're very, very quick and very fast. So it's going to be important for us to help him with his vertical as well as his standing broad jump. Increasing that will directly affect his 10 and 20-yard times, and that's going to be important for him in baseball, getting around those bases and being able to drop that bat and get out and get that first 3, 4, 5 steps to get rolling. So that will be one thing we focus on. Lateral speed, definitely slower than we needed to be here. We needed to be about 13 or 14 reps. He was able to clear 11 5-yard reps. So his form looks really good here. We're just not getting the speed that we need. So again, another thing to look at and work on. Alright, now we're going to take a look at his scores. We're going to start with push-ups. He actually did really good here, 32 push-ups. What was a little bit disappointing is the core strength, and that probably speaks to some of the reason why he's not quicker than he should be. Weak core, so we're going to work on that a lot. Also balance, definitely need to get better balance. And then we want to look at that 10-yard time coming down to the 2-3-1 mark. We wanted to get it to come down to about 2 flat or somewhere in there. Same thing for the 20, and then we want to keep working on that vertical and that standing broad jump. His flexibility needs to be a little bit better as well, and that'll help him with that knee drive. And getting that knee drive up will definitely help him be quicker, but that's going to be directly correlated to some of that flexibility. So we want to continue to work on his flexibility as well.